लॉजिकल की वजह से सब।
But we'll talk about happy things.
यस
So,
मैम।
hi everyone. My name is Dr. Surabhi Modi Sahai, and I'm the CEO of Clat Possible. And I'm over here with Harshita Garg, All India Rank 5 in AILET, and possibly the Delhi topper for AILET, which is the exam for NLU Delhi. Harshita, many congratulations.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, थैंक यू सो मच।
You can laugh louder now and you can smile. We are not doing a mock analysis.
Yes, ma'am. Finally, those analysis, those classes, everything is over. And finally, I have a return for that. And this gift is beautiful.
So, Harshita, when I got your result and when you shared your result, the first memory that I had was the last memory that I had come to Delhi Center and scolded you very badly. And I was upset with you because you were not physically there for the super club, the second club batch, though you were there for the
Yes.
first club batch. तो एंड उसके बाद आई फेल्ट बैड कि बेकार में बच्चों को डांट दिया तुम्हें मनज्ञा को and we have Clat topper from Delhi, and we have the NLU Delhi topper, two best friends.
Yes, ma'am. We
So
both are so happy that finally, मतलब हमारे इतने सेशन साथ में इतनी पढ़ाई finally we have a return for that.
hours and hours of doubts, and I have
Yes.
another vivid memory that I'm scolding, not scolding now, but discussing with both of you क्योंकि तुम लोग इतना पढ़ चुके थे कि you were overthinking your options. Remember?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you even told me कि अभी रोज मॉक नहीं देना हर्षिता, बंद करो. And when I stopped giving mocks daily, actually मेरा स्कोर बढ़ा. मतलब this is something कि burnout वाली चीज हो गई थी.
Because yes, you two of you, in fact, Lakshya, you तुम लोग का पूरा group इतना अच्छा, इतना hardworking, and there was a time when you had to be stopped, rather than teaching, a mentoring session had to come in ki boss
Yes,
mocks
ma'am.
abhi band karo because there is a burnout, you are exhausting yourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
And all the jokes on the bad mocks that are made in the industry, all the jokes on the wrong answers, it just seems like it was yesterday. And today both of you, at least two of the very good friends from Delhi Center, are going to the top law schools of the country. I mean,
Yes,
am I
ma'am. Thank
proud or what?
you.
In fact, all of us here in our teachers group are just, all we are doing is rejoicing and cheering and, calling each other, and it's like sinking in.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Arshita, just let's quickly start from the start. Uh, what triggered you for Clat? All your all your juniors and everyone is they are probably going to watch this video. So, how did you start on this journey, and what kept you motivated?
Ma'am, so I was very sure that I'll be going into judiciary since class fourth. Like, in fact, my father, like, he introduced me to the field of law. However, I am going to be the first generation lawyer in my whole family. But he introduced me to the concept to, and when I came to know
Wow.
about the, so ma'am, he also has an inclination towards me going into judiciary, and therefore he told me about that. Then I was very much into debates and stuff in my school, so I was very sure that 10th ke baad, boards ke baad, I'll join a coaching and I'll be preparing for Clat and AILET.
So, how did you get to know about Clat Possible? What made
Ma'am,
you join
I got
us?
to know about Clat Possible through one of my cousins. She's currently in NLU Patiala, and she told me about Clat Possible, and I'm very grateful to the decision that I joined Clat Possible.
Yes, Ashita, in fact, I was talking to all your mentors. Sajal and Priyanka are with me here, Siddharth. So all of us said, Harshita, the most hardworking, sweet, and obedient kid. So,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
have you always been like this?
नो मैम, मतलब दिस वाज द थिंग कि थोड़ा पढ़ाई में ज़्यादा ही, और मतलब आई हैव टू डू समथिंग इन माय लाइफ, मतलब क्राउड से थोड़ा अलग दिखना है कुछ भी करके. एंड मतलब दिस इज माय ड्रीम दैट आई वांट टू हेल्प सो मेनी पीपल अराउंड मी, लाइक in whatever way I can, with my positivity, with comforting people, however I, मतलब this is something which really excites me, that if I can, if one word of mine, or if one sentence of mine can help others, then why not go for it? Like, this is something I really want to do through law as well. Matlab, just helping people and help spread
That's so
positivity
lovely,
around.
Harshita. I mean, I can truly imagine you doing that because
Thank
you
you so
are
much,
truly a
ma'am.
positive person. In fact, कोई कितना भी थका हो और तुम डाउट पूछने आओ तो तुम्हें देख के तो थकावट ही चली जाती है, क्योंकि तुम इतने प्यार से डाउट्स भी पूछती हो, पूछती थी
Thank you so
कि
much,
लगता था
ma'am.
अरे वी हैव टू हेल्प दिस किड आउट, सो दैट यू डेफिनेटली आर। और तुम ऐसा आगे जाके करोगी तो आई कैन इमेजिन हाउ मेनी लाइव्स यू आर गोइंग टू टच। सो दैट इज सच अ
Thank you so much,
नोबल एंड अ
ma'am.
नाइस थॉट, हर्षिता। और थोड़ा आगे आते हैं, तुमने क्लासेस ज्वाइन की, सो व्हाट डिड यू थिंक वाज योर वीक सेक्शन? किसमें
Ma'am,
स्टार्टिंग प्रॉब्लम आई?
so I was a person who was not an avid reader at all. The only things I read was school textbooks till class 10th. मतलब, when I remember, Sajal sir की जब classes होती थी and he'd start his PPT, everyone is answering and I'm still processing कि क्या है ये, मतलब I'm not able to understand कि क्या चल रहा है. So one thing is for sure, if I can do it, believe me, anyone can do it. And the thing is consistency. Like, मेरे लिए reading sections were my weakest sections. I remember my first mock score was 33.75. I just attempted GK and maths. That was all. मतलब reading was something जो नहीं होती थी मुझसे. And CLAT को I'll say, मतलब thanks to this CLAT journey, because it made me love the thing that I hated the most, reading. And now I love reading. Like, I'd read novels, I read newspaper, I'll read different sites like Aeon, Swaddle, and everything. So,
अच्छा, यू डोंट नो हाउ हेल्पफुल दिस इज गोइंग टू बी फॉर एवरीवन। तुम जानती नहीं हो, मैं जानती हूँ एज अ मेंटोर, एज अ ट्रेनर, जितने भी हमारे ज़फायर 25 के बच्चे हैं उनके लिए ये कितनी मोटिवेटिंग लाइन होने वाली है ना। तुम्हारा पहला मॉक स्कोर 33.75,
yes, ma'am, it was
ये तुम्हें भी पता
33.75.
है कि पहले मॉक स्कोर्स की क्या हालत होती है, यू नो दैट राइट? साइके
Yes,
पे
ma'am.
मेंटल हेल्थ भी मैं वर्ड यूज कर सकती हूँ यहाँ पे, कि पहले फ्यू मॉक स्कोर्स से कितनी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है। एंड एंड द फैक्ट कि तुमने बोला कि तुम्हें रीडिंग पसंद नहीं है। वी वर डूइंग श्रेयस इंटरव्यू लखनऊ टॉपर, तो उसने बोला हाँ उस रीडिंग करता था। तो ये कुछ चुनिंदा इंटरव्यूज होते हैं जिसमें नॉन रीडर्स जब परफॉर्म करते हैं, तो
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
कितना हेल्पफुल होता है लोगों के लिए। यू, आई मीन, एज अ ट्रेनर आई कैन से दिस इज अ ब्लेसिंग इंटरव्यू। तो जितने भी तुम्हारे जूनियर्स सुनेंगे इसको, अभी भी दिल्ली सेंटर के जितने बच्चे होंगे, वो आई एम श्योर दे आर गोइंग टू हैंग ऑन टू एवरी वर्ड। सो
Yes, ma'am. If I
नॉन
can do it,
रीडर,
anyone can do it.
33.75, what
Yes,
happened
ma'am.
next? You started reading, आई
Yes,
होप।
ma'am.
जितने भी सजल के पीपीटीज थे, ये थे, वहां से तुम्हारी जो जर्नी आगे बढ़ी।
Yes, ma'am. मतलब, even I take this moment to appreciate everyone around me, especially my parents. Like, they're the most supportive parents on this planet. मेरे मॉक स्कोर्स कितने भी गंदे हो, मुझे कितना भी डीमोटिवेशन हो, दे नेवर कंपेयर मी विद एनीवन अराउंड मी. दे ऑलवेज से
सो
वी
नाइस।
बिलीव इन यू. इवन व्हेन माय क्लैट रिजल्ट्स वर आउट, दे वर नॉट सैड बिकॉज़ माय क्लैट रैंक वाज बैड, बट दे वर सैड बिकॉज़ आई वाज सैड.
या
मतलब,
दैट्स
they are so supportive in every aspect.
When if
And
I get a chance to meet them, I'm going to tell them that I was also sad because I could just see your sweet little face, and I was like, "Oh God, I have to. This girl has to get somewhere." There's so much
yes, ma'am.
responsibility on trainers, on all of us, because we don't want to fail any of you. You know, हम तुम्हें सपने दिखाते हैं और वो सपने पूरे करना इतनी बड़ी जिम्मेदारी हो जाती है। आज मुझे अंदर से बिल्कुल इतनी सेटिस्फेक्शन मिल रही है। तुम हो, विदीना है,
Thank
आई
you.
विल टॉक टू हर आल्सो वेरी सून।
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's so nice, and I really, really would like to thank your parents for supporting you in this.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Even I'd
probably
like
that
to thank
has
them very
propelled
much.
you to keep on believing and doing, isn't it, Harshita, rather than giving
Yes,
up?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am, for sure. Matlab, I'd cry so much over mock scores, and my parents were like, every time they were there for me. In fact, Siddharth sir, I remember I called him once at like 1 at night, and he talked with me for an hour and motivated me. Matlab, even Managya, she's my best friend, and like we were always there for each other. There are so many, even my grandfather, matlab, there were so many people, Glad Possibles faculty, Priyanka ma'am, you, everyone was there. And I'm so grateful to everyone right now. So much grateful.
I'm so glad we as a group, as a community, and that we are able to do this. And I'm so happy for all the people who are with me at Clat Possible, all my colleagues that we have tried to make this a happy space for all of you. So, did you enjoy coming to for classes? Did you enjoy
Yes,
coming to the CP center?
ma'am, for sure. And एक चीज ये भी होती थी because I and Managya used to do so many study sessions online. And when we come, we'll see each other, we'll study together, and we'll discuss our doubts with teachers. All my batchmates, we'll discuss our mocks and scores and whatever problems we are facing. It was always a pleasure coming to classes. I was so excited for Saturdays and Sundays that yeah, finally I'm going to my coaching.
How nice. And Club One, you guys were there. So
That
what?
was so happening.
So all the throughout the day, all the classes that would go on, and then
Um,
we were eating meals together. So I really loved the camaraderie that we had during the club batches. So did that help you? Did meeting other people जिसको तुम सिर्फ mock में एक score की तरह देखते थे? So all those people, what what happened after that? Did your mock scores go up? Did your reading become better?
Ma'am, firstly, I'd share the experience of club itself. The very first day, I saw people around me answering every single question, and I was blank. I went to the hotel and I cried. कि मुझसे तो कैसे होगा, मतलब मेरे आसपास सभी इतना अच्छा कर रहे हैं. And then again, my parents calmed me down. They said, "We believe in you, please, please." And I remember the last day when we had club mock and I scored second rank. That's when my
Yes.
confidence
In fact,
boosted.
you are saying this, but Harshita, it never occurred to us as trainers. In fact, none of us recall you as a blank kid. We always recalled you as an enthusiastic and a very promising student. So,
That's
just
glad to hear, ma'am.
my feedback now that I can share it. So,
Yes, ma'am.
and
So,
you were one of the club mock toppers, and club
yes,
mock
ma'am.
toppers are usually always students who make it to the top ranks, and thank God uh, ये
Yes, ma'am.
हमारा ट्रेंड ब्रेक नहीं हुआ.
Ma'am, the club experience was really good. It made me understand कि हाँ competition काफी है. ऐसा नहीं है कि competition नहीं. You have to study, especially GK. मतलब उस टाइम में जो GK प्रियंका मैम ने हमें कवर करवाई, that was really vast. And I got to know कि GK अगर मैं कर भी रही हूँ तो just doing GK is not enough, but revising GK is very 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 important. दैट्स अनदर थिंग कि मेरे लास्ट में भी जीके स्कोर्स 10-12 मार्क्स ही आ रहे थे एंड जीके वाज द थिंग दैट वाज पुलिंग मी डाउन. इनफैक्ट एलिट में मेरे अभी तक के हाईएस्ट जीके में मार्क्स आए 24 मार्क्स. आई नेवर गॉट सच अ गुड लाइक दिस इज सो गुड फॉर मी. 24 मार्क्स इन जीके इज लाइक वेरी गुड फॉर मी.
No, no, it's very good. In fact, you have scored so well, Harshita. In fact, a score that proves our faith in you and proves your hard work and validates every hour we have put together, all the moments of despair also,
यस
the
मैम.
last 2 weeks that I came to Delhi was, to be very honest, primarily for your group, because I was like, these girls are our stars. They need this, reassurance, and I am going to go all the way. And it was not because I had to share something new with you. It was just to show you a mirror that you are going to do it. And I'm
यस
so
मैम, आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर
happy
यू
that I
बिलीव्ड
did
इन
that.
अस लाइक हो जाएगा, मतलब सिलेक्शन तो हो ही जाएगा, बस रैंक बिल्ड करनी है, सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. Every teacher at
Yes.
Clat Possible was believing in us, has always believed in us, and that made me believe in myself. So I am very grateful to everyone around me.
In fact, now would be a good time to surprise you and get your best friend here and just have a couple of minutes of fun, because I want to see both of you together. मैं ऐसे रहा नहीं जा रहा है, तो जब
मैम
तक मैं
यहाँ भी
उधर.
मतलब we have always dreamt of this thing. मतलब हम अपने study sessions में we used to practice interviews together because we promised each other कि हमारी रैंक आएगी ना जब हम सामने से बोलेंगे कि प्लीज हमारा साथ इंटरव्यू लेना. And today that dream is
सोचो,
coming true.
इमेजिन, मेरा भी यही ड्रीम था कि ये तो इनको तो साथ कैप्चर करना है भाई. this moment has to go down in history, in our archives, in your archives, that because I also manifested this कि ये दोनों के faces जो घबराए हुए हैं, अब ये खुशी वाले faces साथ में देखने हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think Managya has joined. Managya, camera on करो यार.
Yes, yes,
ये तो
ma'am.
capture होना है.
I'm so happy for her. I can't say it in words. When she called me and she told me I was the one, I shouted on the phone, and then we both started. Matlab,
Yeah.
this last week was not, matlab, it was not fun enough for me. Matlab, it would have been even more
Oh,
fun. But now it's like it's the best month, best year,
when
best
I was
everything
taking your
for.
interview, I was praying भगवान बस हर्षिता का भी कुछ हो जाए और हम लोग ये साथ में कर पाए. And you
Finally.
know, I'm so happy. तुम
It has
Yes,
दोनों
been
ma'am.
one of
We
our
both are
dreams.
so happy. We just talked and we were like,
एक को
finally, अब
डांटो
हम
तो
घूम
दूसरा
सकते
हाँ,
हैं.
डिफेंड उसको करता था, दूसरे को डांटो तो पहला उसको डिफेंड करता था. और टच वुड बस. एंड बस तुम लोग कितना हंगामा करने जाओगे ना लॉ स्कूल में, मैं ये इमेजिन कर रही हूँ. एक बैंगलोर जाएगा, एक दिल्ली जाएगा, और क्या कयामत आने
Gossips
वाली है
exchange.
लीगल वर्ल्ड में.
हाँ, हम gossip exchange करने वाले. It had been one
Uh,
of our biggest dreams to give an interview together, and now it is
yes,
also
ma'am.
coming
He was
true.
just
Matlab,
telling me that Harshita was saying you guys practiced it, so I'm so glad we are doing this together
I
remotely,
was
but we
just
are
in
going to
the
do it.
live chat also. I was the one, I was like messaging, I'm so proud of her. I'm so this and I'm so that. Then she called my name. Then I was like, I'm so, so proud of you. Thank you so much.
You deserved it. You actually helped me a lot, and I'd be
You deserve
grateful
this,
for
bhai.
that.
I cannot stress enough. You deserve this so much. Matlab,
So I'll not share for the teachers उनके क्या वो थे कि you know मनग्या क्या निकालेगी, हर्षिता क्या निकालेगी. अब ये हम लोग मिल के बताएंगे कि हम लोग क्या क्या बेट्स कर रहे थे.
कोई बेट जीते आप लोग, ये क्वेश्चन है.
अरे यार, आई यूज्ड टू टेल देम कि भाई तुम दोनों सच हो जाओ, सब सच हो जाए, और वी आर सिटिंग हियर. So imagine
Finally,
you will be our
Finally.
poster girls for Delhi, Clat Delhi topper, AILET Delhi topper. Can you believe it? इतना तो
ma'am, we cannot believe it
Never,
at all. मतलब
I'm going
हम
to
लोग ऐसे
do
सोचते थे
thank
कि
you
कुछ
chant.
हो
I'm going
जाए.
to just tell God कि
never in our
आपने.
wildest dreams we had thought. We manifested it All India Rank 1, All India Rank 2. That was our group
Yeah,
name.
we were like
We
कि
had like a
किसी भी
group
एक
of
ही ऑल इंडिया
tasks.
रैंक बना जाए,
Yes.
ऑल इंडिया रैंक 2 आ
We
जाए.
had a group for like just sending tasks so that we can see how much we are doing, and we would make
हाँ.
bets that whoever does the most tasks will get a chocolate at the end of the week in offline classes. We've also done that to like motivate ourselves.
We did so many things together. We used to quiz each other with GK. So she had maths her as weak sections. I had mainly logical at the end as my weak section. So we used to tell each other कि यार तू ये try करके देख, यार तू ये try करके देख, and that actually helped us very
So
much.
basically, I was the one that read novels. She was the one that did maths. So it was a good combo. So we could help each other out there.
Yeah, ये तो था. That was true. Because I remember last के week में हर्षिता का स्ट्रेस था कि यार वोकैबुलरी आ गई तो क्या होगा. सो आई जस्ट रिमेम्बर सेइंग दैट कोई नहीं, नहीं आएगी, छोड़.
Yes, ma'am, that was my stress
तो
till the
भगवान ने
Last
वो
day,
भी
day.
बचा
I
लिया.
मतलब
told her कि you will be able to do it by,
हाँ.
मतलब
So
after reading the passage. She did. अब तो
हाँ, that's
AILET
what I
topper
told
है.
her, and I just hope कि ज्यादा ना आए, because I was like कोई रिस्क वाला चीज ना हो. But to be fair, Harshita, uh, there were so many errors also in the CLAT paper.
yes, ma'am,
I don't
that
mind
is
saying
something
it
like still
Agree.
all.
hurts me
Uh,
because genuine marks नहीं आए. अगर error
it
सही
hurts
होकर
everyone.
आते.
It hurts me because yeah, because as a teacher, it's like अरे यार अब क्या बच्चों को मोटिवेट करें कि so तो उसमें भी इतना डिफरेंस नहीं आता. एलेट में भी थे ही तीन चार एरर्स. तो मतलब
Syllogism especially.
एरर फ्री पेपर होता तो शायद तुम लोग रैंक वन रैंक टू दोनों एग्जाम्स में लाते. तो बट आई एम हैप्पी. देयर इज हार्डली एनी डिफरेंस इन मार्क्स. ए ranks are just because कोई दो नंबर आगे आ गया. So you are going to your law schools, you have proved a point, we have proved something, we have validated all the hard work, so this is good enough for me. In fact, I'm so happy. I'll so proudly pin these results up in Delhi, and And
Ma'am,
for that year, I keep calling you.
we never even went around Connaught Place properly ever.
Yes.
So we had
We
always
used
planned
to
that
directly
after.
go to classes.
Yes,
So I think next week मैं आऊंगी and we will plan that.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Even now we
Uh,
are thinking ki we'll go. Now we'll happily go and do all of those things that we
we'll
had
go
planned.
Pisto hopping, and you won't be students anymore, so I'll be happy to take you out. तो ये तो मस्ती करनी ही है. Lakshya also, I mean, we'll get her on
Yeah, she
board.
also got an amazing rank.
He's
Yes, yes,
done
ma'am.
very very well. मतलब ठीक है, I'm happy, और तुम लोग सब अच्छी जगह जा रहे हो, और and I'm sure you'll do very very well. So
Yes.
all the
Thank you so
best to
much,
you.
ma'am.
और अब
Thank
तुम
you.
लोग आके अपने जूनियर्स को मोटिवेट करते रहना, because you have so many stories for them, you have so many low points, high points for them, कि उनके हर सवाल का तुम्हारे पास एक एग्जाम्पल होगा.
I think in every low point there is when everyone should have one Harshita for motivation. But it goes both ways. That does not mean that she only motivates people. She also gets demotivated. So for every Harshita there, matlab, there should be someone for
Every
her,
Harshita
and there
deserves a
should be
Manakya,
and
and
every
every
Malakya
Manakya
deserves a
deserves a
Harshita.
Harshita.
That was also our motto. We always
We are
used to
very
tell
grateful
everyone.
to each
I
other,
think
like very,
this
very
will be
grateful.
the heading for this trio video, and
Done,
and
ma'am.
this video is so much more than just a success talk. It's like such a life talk.
Ma'am,
So
we just can't,
thank you
matlab,
so
I
much,
can't
girls. You
express
guys
how
were
happy we are.
so nice, so wonderful.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
I mean,
ma'am,
I'm
for
so happy
always believing
seeing
in
this,
us.
and yes, that is true. I always really did believe in you guys, and whatever happened in any paper, I only blame the paper setters, and you also know that is true. So,
Yes,
and I'm so grateful to God that I always attract good people in my life, such as you, good
ma'am.
good
Thank you so much,
human
ma'am.
beings,
Thank you, ma'am.
so well-meaning human beings, and you will spread so much light in the world. And I'm happy that I've just been a small part of your lives in whichever way, that'll just be good karma for me. So carry on being these good girls, and just be there for each other, because trust me, in law
We'll be
school
there for each
we'll
other.
need
Now
We'll
we
be
each
there
other.
for
can't
each
live
other.
without each other
That
because
Yeah,
she is just the perfect bestie for me, and
she
I just don't want anyone
she is
else.
exaggerating. She's one of the kindest, most genuine human beings you'll meet. And I
yeah,
can vouch
I
for that.
I can believe that.
I mean,
Yeah,
she does not give herself enough credit. She does not think she is like she's a very kind person. I know
I
that.
know. I told her this because she kept just now she was talking about Club One, and she gave me a picture which I did not see. She was like, I was not answering, I was
She
blank,
was
I was this,
very,
I was that, I
very.
cried. And I was like, ऐसा मुझे लगा कभी नहीं. And
Nahi,
she
when we
she talked
went
a
back
bloody
to the
club mock.
hotel, she was
You know
like,
what it
मैंने कुछ
means to
बोला
top a
नहीं.
club mock, right? Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, she got the second rank, and then also I remember
Yeah, I
she
mean,
was
for
not
me, that was
happy
one
कि
of the top
यहाँ पे
scores.
I did not do good, and I told her कि शांत हो जा, हो जाएगा, and I'm very happy that she got the second rank, and I'm like मैंने उस समय पे बोला था कि now are you happy now कि तेरे सही में अच्छे आए. She got I think only 0.25 right,
Yeah, yeah,
lower
she
from
topped
her.
the club mock. I still call it a top score because hardly there was any difference.
Hardly
And
any
I
difference.
was like, हर्षिता तुम ऐसा सोच रही थी, हम तो उल्टा सोच रहे थे. तो
no, ma'am,
I
I
don't know,
was very, very
Harshita,
demotivated at the
I'm
very
happy you
first.
are a modest person, but still.
She gets demotivated easily. Mock scores के लिए you have not seen her cry. I have.
My parents, like especially my parents, like even my
Yes.
grandfather, they are always there for me. And I remember after Clat, I cried so much. I was like, मैं worth it ही नहीं हूँ law as a career के लिए. And my parents didn't sleep for the whole night. They were there for me. Like एक सिंगल
Yeah,
कंपैरिजन भी नहीं. आई बिलीव मतलब मेरे पापा ने मनग्या को स्पेशली कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस भेजा था, जबकि अभी ऐसा होता है नॉर्मली पेरेंट्स स्टार्ट कंपेयरिंग, बट माय फादर वाज लाइक नहीं, लाइक
oh,
ही इज माय
that's so
रोल
lovely.
मॉडल,
That's very nice.
ही
Even
इज माय
I'll
रोल
tell you,
मॉडल
even
एंड
after like my scores came and like Harshita's kind of, so even like I can tell you, our even my parents are like so close to her. They talk to her. They were also ki like Harshita ka ho jaye. And then right now I can vouch for that. My parents are also, matlab, they are also very happy. My whole house is more happy than my score. Because when my result came, I was like, Harshita का नहीं हुआ है, पता नहीं उसका काश AILET हो जाए. And then AILET आ गया. Then I am like, right now I am even more happier than my score. I
That AILET का रिजल्ट जब नहीं आया था, my father was very sure कि हर्षिता you are getting a single digit rank. I was not sure at all. I did not expect this at all. I was like बस सिलेक्शन हो जाए and he was
सिलेक्शन
so
क्या बिल्कुल अब
confident
तो
in me
छप्पड़ फाड़
मतलब
दिया.
but yeah मतलब my parents
Yeah,
I
that is
am
true.
here because of my
In fact,
parents.
I messaged you, Harshita, also after your score came out. मैंने कहा,
Yes
I did
ma'am, you
not want to
messaged
make
at
it
night, I
very
remember.
blatant. I just wanted to make it a subtle message that I'm thinking about you, Harshita. But I wanted to not have the talk prematurely. And I told Harshita today, thank you so much for not making me have that talk with you.
Yes ma'am, I was considering like private colleges and today I have
Oh,
NLUT in my hand
ma'am,
with such a good rank.
ma'am,
It
after the
feels surreal.
after the colleges didn't come, she was like, I don't think I worked hard enough. And I told her, are you
It's
crazy?
very sad.
No, no, that is
Uh,
not true. And I still had belief in AILET, and I knew I was telling her कि तुम्हारा Vidina मतलब of course you also would get a college, Vidina would get the college, but I was like कि you guys deserved, the initial ranks. तो मैं बात करूंगी दोनों से. उसको भी मैसेज किया, हर्षिता को मैसेज किया, 5-6 जनों को मैसेज किया कि guys, I'm thinking about you. I will
yes
talk
ma'am.
to you. And I'm so happy कि Harshita is off that list.
Now,
Yes ma'am, that was like Clat, the results when the results of Clat, still it's a nightmare for me. Like I froze when I saw the screen. Like I still can't sink in the feeling मतलब कि क्यों इतना गंदा क्यों मतलब
No, but हर्षिता, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. तुमने बहुत अच्छा प्रूव किया है. तुमने You have
yes ma'am, this
given
is
it right
something I
back.
wanted to do.
Both of us
I wanted
feel
to prove
that.
myself.
Both of us feel that. And
Ari, you have
one
proved
friend
the
going to
consortium
NLS, one
wrong.
friend going to NLU Delhi. I can't have asked for more. So I just want to thank God for all this, and I thank both of you for giving me this day, because this is the day we wait to teach just to see these happy faces, and it gives us a very gratifying feeling. So thank you so much, girls, and it means a lot,
Thank you ma'am.
and I
Thank you
can't
so
wait to
much,
meet
ma'am.
both of you. So,
I
and
mean, now
please,
we are happy also. We thought that
We
God
are
had
very
like
happy.
had pulled us apart. That is what we were thinking. That now we won't be
We
together.
thought
It was very bad then, but now it's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll be 3,000 kilometers apart. We'll still talk. Who cares?
yes, and we
yeah,
will.
we will.
Yes, I'm sure about that. And please plan your visits to CP Center together. And you have
Sure
to
ma'am.
keep coming back. You know that.
Yes,
And
yes, ma'am.
If
uh,
I can do it, anyone can do it, and I'm ready to tell this to everyone out there कि मतलब मैं ऐसी बच्ची थी जिसने 10th
no,
तक
they
सिर्फ
have to
स्कूल
work
टेक्स्ट
like
बुक्स पढ़ी
Harshita.
थी.
They have to be logical like Harshita, and they have to be consistent like Harshita. So you have to add those things. And
Yes.
it's a hard-won victory. You have
If she
deserved and worked
started
for
reading,
every
ma'am,
bit of
she
it.
she never read novels.
She
She
loves it
started reading
now.
novels.
She loves it now.
हाँ now तो
हाँ,
I'm
she
like
loves
कि
it.
Sworden खोलते हैं Aeon खोलते हैं in
हाँ,
fact Siddharth's
for
reading links those helped a lot मतलब रोज टाइम निकाल के I used to read every single link और उससे भी काफी हेल्प मिली so there are so many things I want to be grateful for मतलब it's a community altogether that's something I can
Yes.
vouch for like it's not just me it's because
It
of
it it
where
yes, it takes a whole village to be. Success is never a lone battle. You don't realize, but yes, there's a whole community working for it, and whatever their motivations. But yes, and it's so nice that you think about all those contributions, and it just shows that you are a nice person, because because we've had cases, we've had students who don't feel. I mean, nobody wants you to give to take all the credit or anything. One just waits for a small
yeah,
thank
but
you.
this is something that a Clat Possible or the teachers really
yes,
deserve
yes,
because they
ma'am.
actually helped us. And I would not have
Ma'am,
been here
I
if
told you back then also, like you helped me analyze 10 of my mocks where I realized where I was making
uh,
mistakes in legal. And I think that like pushed me a lot. Even Siddharth sir was always there. He would always take in our scores and he would say, "Ha, this is where you were going wrong. You could do better."
even some
Priyanka
people
ma'am,
apart.
Priyanka ma'am, all her GK. I told her also, I'll tell you, matlab, every PDF that she had sent, we would quiz each other on that.
Yeah, you
Especially
mentioned
Priyanka
that in your
ma'am's
interview
PDFs.
also.
Yes, ma'am. It was so well researched. Like if she'll say send India China, then India China and so well researched.
It
मतलब
was so
consortium
well
उसकी बात
researched.
नहीं दे सकता.
हाँ, matlab, we we when we would research, it's like it's just a small part, and then we were sure कि अगर हम प्रियंका मैम का कर लेंगे, we don't even have to do any research of our own because
Yes.
it was so damn good.
Yeah, I in fact remember telling you or somebody that don't look for sources anywhere. You will only end up confusing yourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
You
And
said that many times,
all
even
the
in like our
mocks,
super club and
analysis,
everything.
showing up for all the analysis, that's very important. I remember you guys showing up for all the analysis, taking analysis seriously. So these are some of the things that, just added to the whole thing that you work for. So I'm glad for that. And, this interview will go out there, and I'm sure it will be a ray of hope for future aspirants, because later on they tell you that वो interview देखा था, उससे ये point मिला, ये देखा था. So I'm
We
That
were
sure,
is
those
pure
we were those kids.
Harshita.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Harshita was
used to
one of
watch
the
every
most
single
avid
interview.
listeners of interviews. She would listen to all the interviews and then she would tell me, Managya, please listen to this interview. And I would be, हाँ मैं सुनती हूँ. And
मैंने कहा this person had was weak in maths and see he still cleared
see,
it. You can do it too.
हाँ, मतलब we would motivate each other in those things. I would tell her कि English हो जाएगा, CR हो जाएगा, and then she say कि maths, you are an idiot that thinks कि maths तुझसे नहीं होगा. You know maths, you know something.
She does know. It was just her fear in her mind that I would not be
yeah.
able to do. But she eventually on Clat Day also she did maths. That it's just that वो seed था दिमाग में कि नहीं हो पाएगा मुझसे. But when she
So
came
did you,
out
bhai.
confident,
I cannot say, मतलब English में and even CR में, she didn't say, did she, that her AR is so good. She did not mention that. Should mention that.
Yeah, she did not mention it.
yes ma'am.
Mention.
So AR and maths were something that I was good at, and इसीलिए मतलब 10th में when I said to my teachers that I'll be going for CLAT and all, they were like, why go for science and maths? You scored 100 in science, you scored this, but I was very sure that no, this is something I can help achieve my dream with. I can help provide justice to people, and that is something that will make me happy one day. So I'll go with this career only.
No, you guys will make lovely lawyers, and Harshita, with all her social inclinations, I'm so happy she's going to touch so many lives that deserve so
I
much
hope so,
help.
ma'am.
And when we meet, I'll tell you all the stories of my old students, such lovely things they are doing. And now I'm going to tell your stories when you share with me all the lovely things you are going to do in law school.
Waiting to do
So
that, ma'am.
Waiting to do
yeah,
that. Yes.
and I've been lucky that children have been in touch with me and had made me a part of whatever their love life, their career life, and everything. And that gives me with so much of confidence in my classrooms, and just sharing those stories with the future aspirants, because no, you don't know. I mean, whatever can motivate them. So I'll wait for those stories to come from you also, all the lives you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
touching, and I'll proudly declare it to the world that these I have known them, they have been my students, and see they're doing this, someone is doing that, and win all the Nobel Prizes, win all the prizes, get all the scholarships. That's what I hope and wish for you. And I look forward to
Thank
seeing
you
you
so
girls.
much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much for taking out
Thank
time
you.
for doing this.
Thank you so
Thank
And
you
much,
so
ma'am.
much, ma'am. It was our pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. We are so
yes,
thankful to
and
you again.
this,
Thankful to all the teachers.
Yeah, thanks to all the
yes, and this is
teachers
such a
out there.
perfect time. Both of yes. I'll see you soon. Have a great evening ahead,
Yes.
guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Bye.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.